Good morning. It's finally the weekend, but I want you to take a moment to think about your week. How did it go? Was it peaceful or was it messy? Were there moments you felt proud or moments that left you frustrated or carrying a little weight in your heart? Did you wake up with that same thought again? That heaviness that lingers longer than you wanted to? The one that you keep trying to move past, but it keeps finding its way back. And what I realized is you don't really grow up when you reach a certain age. You grow up when you learn to forgive yourself. Because at some point, you're going to start looking back at decisions you wish you made different, or you wish you never said. Moments where you knew better, but you didn't do better at all. And I know what it's like to look back on those moments where my words didn't come out the way my heart intended it, where I said things at the wrong time and to the wrong people. And what hurt the most wasn't what I said, it's the disappointment I felt in myself after that. I felt like I failed everyone. And even when life kept moving, I carried that moment quietly. Nobody kept bringing it up, but it kept replaying over and over in my mind of, was I ever going to be forgiven? And that sadness stayed with me for many months. Not the loud sadness that's usual, but the quiet kind that sits through your thoughts. The kind that makes you question yourself late at night. The kind that makes your own heart feel so heavy. It's strange how it is for us to forgive others, but how hard it is on ourselves. Because we replay our mistakes like they're a movie stuck on a loop, forgetting that growth isn't about perfection, it's about learning. But growing up means realizing something. You were doing something, you were doing the best you could with the awareness you had at the time. And for me, that turning point came through faith. I realized before I could even forgive myself, Jesus had already forgiven me. Not because I deserved it, but because of grace. And like the psalmist writes in the book of Psalms, as far as the east is from the west, so far has he removed our transgressions from us. And that verse made me realize something. I was holding on to a guilt that God had already let go of. And when I finally accepted that, I began to understand what forgiving yourself really means. It, it doesn't erase what happened, it doesn't erase the lesson, and it doesn't erase the responsibility of having to carry it. But it frees your heart from the weight of the shame. It, it allows you to learn and to grow and to step into who you're meant to be. And that experience changed me. It made me more compassionate towards others. Because this same forgiveness I received, I wanted to give. It made me realize that everyone carries their silent battles. And they're all tucked away in their minds. And the way we treat ourselves shapes the way that we want to treat others. Because growth looks like taking accountability, but maturity looks like grace. So maybe growing up isn't about becoming perfect. Maybe it's about looking at your past self with compassion instead of criticism. Maybe it's about taking the lessons of letting go of the shame and allowing yourself to move forward. And as you move through the day, I want you to think about what your life would look like if you finally released the weight of that memory. Because holding on to guilt only keeps you small. Forgive yourself and watch how much bigger your life can get.